Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Mirror World News.
March 3, 4:20 America, New York. Russian oligarchs flee with superyachts as Biden targets ill-begotten gains. President Joe Biden assailed Vladimir Putin for his country's attack on Ukraine and put Russian oligarchs and other corrupt government leaders on notice that the Justice Department would be coming for their assets.
BBC News World.
March 3, 3:59 America, New York. Neighbours TV soap will end this summer, producers confirm. The Australian TV soap's future has been uncertain since Channel 5 dropped it from its schedules.
Fox World News.
March 3, 3:48 America, New York. Russians enter Kherson, kill as many as 300, with many bodies unrecognizable, mayor says, reports. Russian troops were seen Thursday in the center of Kherson, a Black Sea port city in southern Ukraine, a day after Russia claimed to have taken control there, according to reports.
New York Times World News.
March 3, 3:44 America, New York. Huge New Zealand-led investigation into images of child abuse. An international collaboration resulted in the rescue of dozens of children and exposed a secret global network used to share material on sexual abuse. Interpol's headquarters in Lyon, France.
WorldCBSNews.com.
March 3, 3:01 America, New York. Russian, Belarusian athletes banned from Winter Paralympics, after all. The International Paralympic Committee changed its mind in less than a day after fierce pushback in light of Moscow's invasion of Ukraine.
RT World News.
March 3, 2:31 America, New York. French president says he will remain in contact with Putin. Emmanuel Macron signaled a new era for Europe and condemned Russian actions. French President Emmanuel Macron promised to remain in contact with Russian President Vladimir Putin in a televised speech on Wednesday evening, addressing the French nation.
Washington Post World.
March 3, 2:19 America, New York. Iran releases activist who opposed internet control bill. Iranian authorities have released on bail an activist who was jailed for criticizing proposed legislation to further police Iran's already censored internet.
Fox World News.
March 3, 2:06 America, New York. Ukrainian lawmakers, CEOs join fight against Russia. We will fight to the last bullet. With the Russian military at their doorstep, everyday Ukrainians from all walks of life are stepping up to fight for their freedom, their democracy and their land.
Time.
March 3, 1:45 America, New York. Putin's invasion of Ukraine has sparked anti-war protests in Russia. They could be his undoing. Russian President Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine on February 24 came as a shock to most Russians, who cannot imagine going to war against a country they often call a brotherly nation. As protests against the war crop up across Russia, they are feeding a domestic political standoff.
Mirror World News. March 3, 1:30 America, New York. Russia-Ukraine war live. Massive explosions rock Kyiv as Putin's forces seize first city. Russian troops have claimed the Kherson, the key city, is the largest to fall to the Kremlin since the invasion 1 week ago. Kyiv and Kharkiv continue to resist under heavy shelling.
Time.
March 3, 013 America, New York. 1 million people have fled Ukraine since Russian invasion, UN says. Geneva, Switzerland. The UN Refugee Agency said Thursday that 1 million people have now fled Ukraine since Russia's invasion less than a week ago, an exodus without precedent in this century for its speed.
Washington Post World.
March 3, 001 America, New York. Why the enormous scale of financial pain being inflicted on Russia worries some in the West. Some in the West are trumpeting the sanctions on Russia. Others are worried about collateral damage.
BBC News World.
March 2, 23:47 America, New York. Taiwan, massive power outage affects 5 million households. The blackout reportedly happened after an accident at a power plant in southern Taiwan.
New York Times World News.
March 2, 1946 America, New York. Philadelphia drops its mask mandate. As the Omicron wave continues to subside, a growing number of cities and states are relaxing their pandemic restrictions. Philadelphia lifted its indoor mask mandate on Wednesday, effective immediately.
WorldCBSNews.com.
March 2, 1932 America, New York. Horrifying photos of Chernobyl and its aftermath. HBO's drama provided a devastating look at the worst nuclear accident of the 20th century. Now see what really happened.